Dear students, I, Mr. Vishal Shah, Assistant Professor, Krishna Institute of Pharmacy, Karad, once again welcome you all to this another session on the aromatic amines. In previous video, we have seen few chemical properties of aromatic amines. So for example, alkylation, acylation, then carbylamine reaction, reaction with aldehyde. Then also we have seen reaction with the nitrous acid. So today we are going to discuss about the few other remaining chemical properties that are shown by the aromatic amines. Now before that, just I will request you, if you have not seen the previous video, just you can go through the previous video. So now let's begin with our today's session. Now before starting with the today's chemical reaction, just we will see what are the learning outcomes of today's session. After this session, students will be able to write chemical properties of aromatic amines. So let's see one by one various chemical properties. First chemical property that today we are going to discuss is oxidation. Now oxidation of aromatic amines is easily carried out by using various oxidizing agents. Now here one interesting thing is that if we change the oxidizing agent, the product that is obtained after oxidation, it will be different. Means the product obtained after oxidation, it depends upon the conditions and the type of oxidizing agent that we are going to use. For example, if aniline is oxidized by potassium dichromate along with the sulfuric acid, it will be converted into the para-benzoquinone. In this reaction, you can see that when aniline is oxidized by using this potassium dichromate in presence of the acid, it will be converted into the benzoquinone. Quinones means what? If there is a presence of two cyclic ketones, they are known as the quinones. And as these two ketones, if they are present at the para position, then that particular is known as the para-benzoquinone. Now say for example, suppose in this case, if instead of this potassium dichromate, if we use this perfluoroacetic acid, that is the CF3COH. So when per-trifluoroacetic acid is used and if the oxidation is carried out, the amino group is oxidized to the nitro group as shown in this particular reaction. Here you can see this aniline on oxidation with per-trifluoroacetic acid, the amino functional group that is present, it will be converted into the nitro group. Now in the preparation of the aromatic amines, we have seen that when nitro group is reduced, it will be converted into the amino functional group. So exactly reverse reaction is happening over here, where the amino functional group is oxidized to the nitro functional group. In this way, oxidation of aromatic amines is easily carried out. So you have to remember that depending upon the type of oxidizing agent that is utilized, we will get the different product. If potassium dichromate is used, we will get the benzoquinone, that is the para-benzoquinone, and if per-trifluoroacetic acid is used, we will get the nitrobenzene as a product. So this is about the first chemical property, that is the oxidation. Second chemical property that we are going to discuss today is Hofmann-Morseus rearrangement. Now this is the one of the important chemical property that is shown by aromatic amines. As we know, rearrangement involves the migration of the different groups within the molecule from one atom to the other atom. Here NN dialkyl anilines undergo this Hofmann-Morseus rearrangement reaction. Now when NN dialkyl anilines are heated in strong acidic medium at about 400 degrees Celsius, intermolecular migration takes place and the NN dialkyl anilines are converted into the 2,4-dimethyl aniline. This reaction is known as the Hofmann-Morseus rearrangement. Let's see this particular reaction. As I said, the N-end dialkyl anilines only undergo this particular rearrangement reaction. Here you can see N-end dialkyl means what? Here at the nitrogen atom there is a presence of two alkyl groups. So this N-end dimethyl aniline, when it is heated in strong acidic medium, first what happens, whatever these two alkyl groups are there, these two alkyl groups are migrated at the ortho and para position. In first instance, the one alkyl group is migrated towards the para position and hydrogen atom from this para position is going towards the nitrogen atom. Further, in second part, the another alkyl group that is present over here, this will be migrated towards this ortho position, which leads into the formation of this 2,4-dimethyl aniline hydrochloride, and this 2,4-dimethyl aniline hydrochloride on treatment with the alkali, that is the sodium hydroxide, it will be converted into the 2,4-dimethyl aniline. So this is the intermolecular rearrangement reaction where the alkyl groups that are present on the nitrogen atom, they are migrated towards the carbon atom. So this is the important reaction where we can carry out the synthesis of the alkyl substituted anilines, because it is quite difficult to carry out the substitution of the alkyl group with the help of the alkyl halides, because when alkyl halides are reacted with aromatic amines, they will react with this NH2 functional group and they does not react on this benzene ring. That's why this Hofmann-Morseus rearrangement is important reaction to carry out the substitution at the ortho as well as the para position. So this is about the second reaction, that is the Hofmann-Morseus rearrangement. Now after this we are going to discuss about the electrophilic substitution reaction. Now we know there are three electrophilic substitution reactions: halogenation, sulfonation, as well as the nitration. Now one thing that you just recall, if we compare the reactivity of the benzene and the aniline towards the electrophilic substitution reaction, we know that the anilines are more reactive towards the electrophilic substitution reaction as compared to the benzene. The reason behind this is amino functional group that is present on the benzene, we know it is a ortho-para director, means it will carry out the substitution of incoming electrophile at the ortho as well as the para position. Also it shows electron donating resonance effect, and due to this electron donating resonance effect, reactivity of the anilines is more towards the electrophilic substitution reaction. Now first reaction that we are going to discuss is halogenation. Now in case of halogenation, when aniline comes in the vicinity of bromine water, bromine with slightly positive charge acts as an electrophile and attacks the electron rich ortho and para position of the aniline. So when this particular reaction is carried out, a white colored precipitate of 2,4,6 tribromoaniline is obtained at the room temperature, because we know reactivity of the aniline is more towards the electrophilic substitution reaction. So due to which we can perform these reactions at the room temperature also. So let's see this particular reaction. As the reactivity of aniline is more toward the electrophilic substitution reaction, here we are getting the tri-substituted product. Otherwise, if the reactivity is not more, then we will get the mono-substituted product. So this NH2 group, when they are bonded directly to the benzene ring, they are acting as a electron donating groups, and which donate the electron by resonance effect. That's why this benzene ring becomes more electron rich, and this charge is present on the ortho and para position, due to which this particular electrophile, that is the bromine, will attack at the ortho as well as the para position. So this is about the first chemical property. Second chemical property that we are going to discuss is nitration. Usually this is the quite different reaction, because what we say, when aniline or the amino functional group is present, as it is acting as a ortho para director, but in this case, instead of getting ortho or para substituted product, we are getting the meta substituted product. Means when nitration of aniline is carried out, instead of getting ortho para substituted product, we are getting meta substituted product. Now let's see what is the reason behind this. First, aniline when reacts with the mixture of concentrated nitric acid and the sulfuric acid, this is known as the nitrating mixture, that is the fuming nitric acid, which is used for the nitration reaction. So when nitration of aniline is carried out by using this nitrating mixture, we will get the meta nitroaniline. Now the yield is low because of the accompanying oxidation, means simultaneously sometimes oxidation reaction also takes place, due to which the yield of M-nitroaniline is less. Now here, as I said, though amino group is ortho para director, still here we are getting the meta product. Now what is the reason behind this? Here the nitric acid that we have utilized, this nitric acid is a proton acid, and due to which it interacts with the amino functional group of the anilinium ion. So first, instead of producing the electrophile, nitric acid itself reacts with the amino functional group, due to which what happen, there will be formation of the anilinium ion will takes place. So nitric acid will react with the amino functional group that of the aniline, which leads into the formation of anilinium ion, and because of the positive charge that is present on the NH3 group, this NH3 group is a meta directing, and that's why the product that is formed is having the meta directory effect. Here in this reaction, just we will observe, we are going to carry out the nitration of the aniline. So this nitric acid, as it is a proton acid and NH2 group is basic in nature, this particular group will attack on the NH2 group, which leads into the formation of this anilinium ion. Here you can see NH3 group that is present, it is having a positive charge, and this group shows a meta directing effect, and that's why the electrophile that is generated, it will be attracted toward the meta position, and which leads into formation of the meta nitroaniline. So this is the reason behind the formation of the M-nitroaniline. Last reaction that we are going to discuss is sulfonation. On heating with fuming sulfuric acid at 180 degrees Celsius, aniline is sulfolated to form the sulfanilic acid. Sulfanilic acid is chemically known as the para-amino benzene sulfonic acid. Sulfanilic acid is a very common name which is used for the synthesis of different sulfur drugs. So aniline on reaction with the fuming sulfuric acid, we know fuming sulfuric acid is nothing but the mixture of concentrated sulfuric acid along with the sulfur trioxide. At 180 degrees Celsius, it will be converted into the para-amino benzene sulfonic acid. So this is about the sulfonation reaction. In this way, here we have completed the different chemical properties of aromatic amines. So today mainly we have discussed about the electrophilic substitution reaction. One thing you should remember, in case of halogenation and sulfonation, substitution is taking place at the ortho and para position, while in case of nitration, the electrophilic substitution reaction is taking place at the meta position. That's all about this chemical properties of aromatic amines. Now you have to answer this particular question by going on this website and using this particular code. Thank you very much. If you like the video, please share and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you once again.